Welcome guys. Welcome to Daily Crypto Trading. Today we're going to do a TA of VeChain. Are we going to crash or can VeChain do a reversal? Well guys, let's look at it and analyze. We're going to look at the price action of VeChain. We are also going to look at the market dominance of Bitcoin and altcoins and the correlation between Bitcoin and altcoins such as VeChain. And the last thing we're also going to look at, guys, and of course that is the Fear and Greed Index. There's no denying, guys, it has been a slaughterhouse. Recession is closing in, inflation is sky high, the money printing is stopping, the Fed is hiking up interest rate, and every single asset, including the traditional market, S&P 500, are getting slaughtered. In a technical point of view, we are in a downtrend with VeChain. There's a higher probability for this continuation of a downtrend than there is for an uptrend. We have a lower low, which indicate that a continuation of a downtrend. We also have this bearish pennant, which means we are going to the lower end. Now we have some support at these levels, but we are breaking it, guys, if we look at the VPVR. Now, fundamentals point of view, VeChain is still a great project. I'm going to buy it in a lower price target, not at these prices, because I know for a fact that the last bull run and the bear market, all the altcoin, doesn't matter, the fundamentals just crash down, right? So I want to find the bottom. Like you can't catch a falling knife, right? But we can try to catch the best entry. And I'm going to look at that, guys. Of course, I'm also going to look at the reversal idea. A big shout out to today's sponsor, MEXC Global Exchange. They're top 20 exchange with billion of volume and thousands of tokens. You can make an account all for free with no KYC, know your customer, and trade up to 10 Bitcoins. You also get a 10 BTC airdrop and $500 giveaway from MEXC Global by using my link provided down below, guys. If you take a fast look in the daily chart, for the bearish scenario, there's a high probability for a continuation for a downtrend. Now, like I mentioned before, we are in a lower low in the daily. I mean, that is pretty much clearly. We have this bearish pennant, right? If you look at the volume, which is the number one, we have a falling volume and a falling price action, price action which is slowly going up. That is never a good indicator. So when the volume, very important to understand, TA 101 is falling, right, below the average, and the price is slowly getting up, that indicate we don't have enough bulls, not buyers to step in, right? Which means there will soon be a sell wall right here. Which means we will not have a reversal idea, but we will have a downtrend continuation. So all in all, the probability for a downtrend is still higher. And if you look at our FIB levels right there, they are perfectly matching. We have some resistance at this area. The FIB level I'm looking at is also in the demand zone, which is at this area within the golden pocket, right? This is the price level I am focusing on, right? So yeah, this is a pretty bad drop. If it drops, right, 44%, it is a possibility. I remember clearly in 2018 how these good projects suddenly just dropped 90%, and then a week later they dropped another 90%. It is a possibility. Remember, guys, we only work in probability. If you are hopeful, I could give you some hopium, then this channel might not be for you. There's a lot of great channels out there that can give you hopium. I'm just showing you the facts, guys. Now, let me just point out, this can get invalidated if Bitcoin do a reversal, right? A lot of the altcoins will also do a relief rally or do a reversal to the upside. We will look at it in a moment, guys. But just understand, we are getting close to the FIB level 0.65 and 0.618, which is the important FIB level at price level at 0.015. All right, focus on that, guys. Remember, this is in the daily, so it can take days before this happen, but eventually there's a high probability for this to happen. If we look at the RSI, we are seeing clearly a bearish diversion again, right? Price going up right there, and of course a falling RSI right there. All right. Very important to understand, again, which means there's some resistance and getting rejected all the time, all right? If you look at our stock are showing us it's soon over bought, which means we need to retrace, all right? Which also means we are going to the downside. MACD showing the same thing, that all of these indicators are showing there's a high probability for a downtrend continuation, and that we will have some price action to these FIB levels. I do believe we might go to, let me just show you guys, this FIB level first, right? Remember, this is in the daily. If we don't break it, we can hold it, right, before we see another drop to the downside. If you look at the bullish scenario, because there's also a probability for some bullish scenario, right? In a short term of price action, we could take a trend-based FIB extension. We can say, let's say this low from this high to this low. Then we can actually measure where there's some resistance area, right? If we just remove this, otherwise this is way too hard to see if we hide this. All right, then we can have some reversal idea, all right? And again, we can look at just a moment, guys. We can look at the other side. We can get it in an oversold area, which means we might bounce back because we are heavily oversold at the moment. We need some kind of relief rally, right? So we can go out. However, that also means that we need to break this bearish pennant. Very important to understand. We need to break this, all right? And then we have some resistance area. The first resistance is definitely right over here. That is the golden ratio area, all right? This is the price level I'm going to show you guys. We just lock this, all right? And the VPVR are also showing, as you guys are seeing right there. We have some resistance right there and resistance right there. We need to go above this before we see any continuation, right? But be cautious when you trade, because this can also mean that this might be a bear trap, all right? The FIB level I'm looking at the moment, if we pass this, is this one, all right? 1618 FIB level, all right? If I invested or had a short-term trading, I will definitely take my profit out here, because as you guys are seeing, a lot of resistance out there. There's a lot of supply, and remember, when the supply is greater than demand, we see a rejection, all right? That just means a lot of sellers are ready to sell their token or VeChain token. So in my opinion, this is a possibility. The probability is like 35%, so not that high, and I'm going to show you some reason why it's not that high. So if you look at the SMA, we are below the 21, 30, and 50 SMA, and of course the 200 SMA, all right? That means, as you guys can see, the SMA is going down right there, and most likely going to touch the FIB levels right there. So therefore, there's a high resistance. I mean, this resistance area is extremely important. If we do not go above that, all right, very important to understand, if we do not go above that, then you guys will see these kind of price levels as you guys saw previous before, all right? Just keep this in mind. Low probability for an upside and a reversal idea, and high probability for a downtrend. And remember, guys, TA 101 in crypto. Everything in crypto is correlated with the price of Bitcoin, or the price action of Bitcoin. If Bitcoin say buy Felicia, all the altcoins will drop even heavier. I know a lot of people who have been subscribed to my channel are hearing this every single day, and they pretty much just, going to pass this section. But if you're new, you have to understand this. All right, if you buy any altcoins, you have to understand that Bitcoin is the king in crypto space, to something else take over. So if Bitcoin goes down, all altcoins will go down with it. And remember, Bitcoin is correlated with the S&P 500 and the traditional market, especially the stock tech. If we look at the market dominance of Bitcoin, and lo and behold, guys, I made this last week, I believe, it surpassed the resistance, all right, we made. Now, what does that mean, all right? That means that Bitcoin, if Bitcoin dominance goes up, the altcoin dominance that you guys are seeing are going down, all right? That means that Bitcoin is outperforming the altcoins. If you look at the resistance areas right there, it just surpassed the resistance areas, all right, guys? There was some resistance ideas right here, and there will most likely be some right over here. But if we surpass the last resistance, which is around this area, right? If we surpass that, there's not a lot of resistance, all right? Which means the Bitcoin dominance will skyrocket, and it will crush and devastate all the altcoins with it. Be cautious, guys. Keep an eye on this. It's very simple, but it is tremendously for your trading, especially in crypto, guys. If you jump in my Discord server, again, you guys can join my Discord server. The invite link will be down below. We can look at the fear and greed index, and the fear greed index are telling us that we are at 13 with extreme fear. Remember, guys, we normally buy at fear and sell at greed. We control emotion, as I taught you for free. Remember over and over, control your emotions, all right? Important, because you lose money if you are too heavily invested emotionally, all right? Take it from me, I lost a lot of money. This bull run, I got a lot of money by just doing a few simple steps. Now, this also can mean that in extreme fear that it will keep pushing the price down. But normally when there's extreme fear, people buy the fear and then later sell the greed. The only thing that's wrong at the moment in this kind of point of view is that we are in a bear market, means that this fear will actually drive the price further down, all right? And you cannot catch a falling knife. That's way too hard to do, especially on these altcoins. Just be aware that normally you buy fear, you sell greed, but in a bear market, be careful. Now, there were, of course, some shorting idea of shorting setup you saw in the previous TA, so you can rely on that. But remember, guys, I am not a financial advisor. None of this is financial advice. Always do your own due diligence. If you're still watching, I assume you're enjoying this TA of VeChain, then I recommend you to watch the next recommending TA video of mine. See you in the Discord server, guys.